Welcome to Carlos and Lisa. I'm Lisa Remillard.
And I'm Carlos Ameskowitz. Nice to have you with us. You know, I've got to tell you that as we get out into the world these days, everybody seems to be complaining about wearing these things. Wearing a mask. I know this one's kind of ugly, but this is, you know, the typical mask that you see. Yeah. And people are really upset about being told or asked, I guess, in some cases ordered, to wear these when you go into a store, or into a restaurant, or into anything, or when you're outside. Why are people so upset, Lisa? I don't get it.
I mean, I try really hard to understand the argument that they are posing about why. And I am all for, you know, the Constitution, and I am all for everybody's rights in this country. But there is no place in the Constitution that says you don't have to wear a mask. That's not written there anywhere. And the fact of the matter is, in an emergency, especially a health crisis and a health emergency, a global pandemic, governments, local, state, and federal, do have the right to order you to wear a mask in order to keep the population as a whole safe. That is their number one job. That is why we elect them, is to keep us safe.
But look, a lot of people think it's violating our personal and independent rights to do whatever we want to do because this is America and we don't bow to, we're not like a communist government. I've heard that in a couple of city council meetings. These people get up at supervisor meetings and council meetings all over the country, and condemn the leaders because, look, honestly, we're getting mixed messages from the top on down about whether we should wear a mask or not wear a mask, social distance, go ahead, go to the bars, don't go to the bars, don't go to the restaurant. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy time. So, when there's confusion like this, you have to look at yourself and say, what am I going to do? How am I going to be a good neighbor? How am I going to deal with this? So you
mean think outside of yourself for just 1 second?
Yes, it's very hard for me, you know that?
Well, I know. I was going to say, it's very difficult for people to think outside of themselves, but that's unfortunately what we have to do when you're hearing these mixed messages coming from the top down.
You've got to be neighborly enough. Think about others. Even if I feel great. Everybody says, I feel great. I don't need a mask. I'm not going to, if I get the COVID, well, I'll deal with it. But look, being courteous is putting on your mask and walking around and saying, hey, and people are customizing these things. I mean, I got my BEONDTV mask. I had
it's very
made,
nice.
Which is very nice.
Fashionable.
And, you know, and that's the whole idea is that it sends a message to people that I care about them and they should and perhaps care about me too and my health. Right. You know, so I think it's important for people to get outside of themselves and say, you know, maybe the president is sending mixed messages. Maybe Eric Garcetti is sending the mixed messages. Maybe, you know, that's our mayor in Los Angeles. Maybe we're not getting the right information from Dr. Fauci or Dr. whomever, whatever. I don't understand all of it. I can't put my head around the whole thing. So for me, I choose to wear a mask. Mm-hmm. I choose to be a good neighbor, whether the science is there or not. Look, it doesn't matter because I know that in other places around the world, people who are sick wear masks.
Right. And in other places around the world, people wear masks to not get sick in the first place.
That
happens. And, you know, the mask thing, I think what's most disheartening is when you see, and I've seen so many videos of people inside businesses fighting with the people, the employees who are trying to enforce the order to wear a mask. And the fact of the matter is, it's private property, it's a private business, and they have the right to tell you you have to wear a mask. And
when I was a kid, I used to surf in La Jolla Shores. And we used to go to a Speedy Mart on the way there, on the way back. And we always had to put on a t-shirt and flip-flops to go in because the sign on the door said no shirt, no shoes, no service. They could refuse us service. They would not allow us in the store without our shirts for obvious health reasons. That was back in the 60s, okay? Right. This is no different. The mask is no different. Shop owners and restaurant owners and bar owners and store owners are saying, please wear your mask or we want to make sure look, who goes tacos? You were talking about that earlier with me. They have put an order out that says our taco stands are exhausted by the constant conflicts over guests refusing to wear masks. So they say, look, a mask isn't symbolic of anything other than our desire to keep our staff healthy.
Yeah, and people were throwing things at the staff at Hugo's, throwing liquid and objects at them, cursing at them. It's like, dude, just calm down, put a mask on. It's not forever. It's just for right now. I keep saying that, and I just don't know. I mean, it's not forever. It's just for right now. Let's get through this. Let's get these numbers down. Let's get back to normal. I want to work. You want to work. We want to go back to the studio. We want to be able to do these things, and we can't do it until those numbers come down. Those numbers don't come down unless people wear the mask just for right now.
Yeah, think about others for a change instead of yourself. And I know that's tough for a lot of people because they're so frustrated by being pent up in their homes, and they get out and they want to just live their lives and do their thing. But look, I'm getting used to the fact that when I go to Trader Joe's, I've got to stand in line to get in, and I've got to wear a mask to get in. And they have lots of ways to, put Purell on my hands, and they're really good about it. And they're keeping the store uber clean. So it's a great experience if you allow it to be a good experience.
Absolutely.
If you fight it, you're going to be miserable.
Absolutely. And it's fashionable, Carlos. It's fashionable.
Oh, wow, look at that. Huh? Oh,
fancy,
that's very nice. Very fancy. Of course you would have a fancy one.
My sequins one is on its way. I got a full sequins mask too. It's on its way.
Amazing. Well, I'll go back to the
I have that one too. All right, just put on your mask. It's only for right now. And please don't harass people that are trying to tell you got to wear a mask. Don't be a jerk. Just be nice.
Safe. Be well, be safe. We'll be right back.